there. You want 5 kick-ass responses to those narc text messages when you get them, ones that actually work. By the end of this video, you're going to have all 5, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm an attorney. I am an author, but more importantly for you, I'm a narcissist negotiation expert. A what, you say? A what? Yeah, I help you get out of those relationships with narcissists, or if you're dealing with them in business or as a client, how to manage them, deal with them, and do it in a way that shifts the dynamic, shifts the conversation, shifts the power, so that you are actually the one who's controlling the conversation and the most persuasive person in the room. And if that sounds good to you, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Anyway, let's talk about those 5 kick-ass responses to those text messages, those comebacks, the ones you can, you're always trying to think of. So here's the thing. When you're dealing with narcissists, you can have a framework because they're trying to trigger you at all times. I mean, when you get those emails, those texts, you want to come back with, well, I'm saying, when they say, oh, you're a terrible mother or you're awful in business, and you want to defend yourself. That's the natural tendency as people. And they go back and forth between, their love bombing and those text messages, and they're trying to devalue and destabilize you. And it's just constant. And if you want to know more about the various stages of a narcissistic relationship, by the way, you can check out my videos on love bombing, devaluing, and discard. I have one for each. You can go check them out if you'd like. But really, the back and forth is actually way more toxic than someone who's just toxic all the time. And here's the thing, if you're no longer for a narcissist, then they're just going to assume that you're against them because they only think in terms of black and white. And if you're not for them, then you are public enemy number 1. You're definitely against them. So within that framework of all of this toxicity and craziness, you've got to have a way to respond that's going to allow you to continue to maintain your power so that you don't get triggered and so that you continue to control the conversation and control the way that you respond so that you don't do something that you might regret. Because remember that every text, every email, everything you put your hand to, anything you write, whether it's a social media post or whatever, is a potential trial exhibit. So remember that. Always keep that in the back of your mind because they will try to trigger you. They will try to get you to put something in writing that they can screenshot or print out and use against you in whatever way they can. So be really, really careful about that. All right. So the key to doing this, the key to responding to them is to look at it as if you're completely disengaged, almost like you're a third party, like you are watching this thing and you're like, oh, they're, like watching a tennis match. Oh, they just hit the ball. Oh, that person missed it. Oh, there they hit it again. Almost like that. You're keeping all of your interactions like as brief and unemotional as possible, because that way you don't get triggered. I mean, you're going to want to defend yourself. You're going to want to say things that are going to be like, proving things, like you can prove them wrong or whatever. Don't bother. You're never going to do it. You're never going to prove them wrong. You're never going to have closure. And I have way more on this, by the way, on my video called I Was Dead Wrong. You should definitely check that out as well. Which is about my own thing of how I figured out what I was dead wrong about when it came to narcissists. But you want to just be careful about that. So here are some ideas for comebacks for you. All right. And these are also, by the way, because I am a lawyer, great trial exhibit as well. Okay. So let's say you get a long email and it has all kinds of stuff in there about you're a deadbeat parent, you're worthless, you're this, you're that, and all of these long things. What I want you to say instead is this: I am in receipt of your message. I deny your allegations, and you can pick up Johnny at 3 p.m. on Wednesday. You select the one thing in the email that you have to respond to. You respond to that without emotion. You never explain, justify, or overshare. Remember that. Never explain, justify, or overshare. And you just respond to that. And everything else, you've said you've received it, you've denied it, and that's it. You don't need to go point by point. You're not going to get them to see your side. It's not going to happen. But you've done what you needed to do to preserve the exhibit for trial. Got it? Okay, so that's number one. Number two is thank you for sharing your thoughts. Have a wonderful day. So again, you've acknowledged, but you see how you're just keeping a distance between yourself and them. You're keeping your emotions out of it. All right. So I want you to write this down in the comments right now. Never explain or justify. Put that down in the comments because that way you will remember to start doing that. Okay. So never explain or justify. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Number three is it sounds like you are very upset. Let's discuss further when you've had a chance to calm down. You see how you are observing them being upset. You are not upset. Now, they may say all kinds of stuff back, like you're this, you're that, whatever, and you're the one who's upset, and you're the one who's yelling. You can just say, I agree, we need to take a break. Looks like you're very upset. Happy to talk when you've had a chance to calm down. Or you can even say, well, we both had a chance to calm down, who cares? But you just observe their behavior. Observe their behavior to them. It's not you, it's them. You're looking at them having that behavior. All right, so that's number three. Number four is you are entitled to your perceptions, thoughts, and beliefs, just as I am. You know, you're entitled to have that opinion. One of the things I love to say is I agree with you. But you can say it like you're not even really ending up agreeing with anything. You can say, I agree that's your perception. I agree that that's what you think. You see, like they hear you say, I agree, but you haven't agreed with anything. You've just said you're entitled to your perceptions. You are entitled to your beliefs. You are entitled to your thoughts, just as I am. We both are. And it's just like, it doesn't add fuel. It doesn't give them that narcissistic supply, which is what they're after. Okay. And the last one is no, thank you. I mean, you don't even have to say anything more than that, but you know, thank you for whatever it is that you're saying or offering or doing. And you could just say, no, thank you. I'm not engaging with you. So all of these are ways that you can keep your emotions out of it. You stay not triggered. You are creating trial exhibits and potentially proof exhibits down the road that might help you and also help you preserve your sanity. Okay. So if you are getting ready to negotiate with the narcissist, make sure to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com and join my free private Facebook group as well. It's Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. And if you like this video, make sure you like it, share it out, let other people have that information. If, you know, they're getting text messages from a narcissist and need the reminder on what to say or do back, have those kick-ass responses, and make sure that you drop me that comment and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done that already, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm Rebecca Zung. Always, always, always remember that today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I will see you in the next video.